Hello, it's me again. My name is Brandon Dean. This is basically a video for the waronyou.com members. Sit down. First of all, I'd like to thank all the people who had commented on the video that I posted last night. That was very encouraging, and I'd like to personally thank a few people for what they do for the website. I'm not going to get too into what they do specifically, maybe just a quick word for each one of them, but first of all, I'd like to thank the administrator of the site. I can't say his name because he's not public, but he calls himself waronyou in the forums. He does a lot behind the scenes, and which always just, each of us should remember whenever we have a chance, you know, even though he doesn't say a lot, you know, he's there and he's doing a lot. So I'd like to say thank you to him. And the second, of course, is Raven. We talk a lot, so we both know where we both stand. I'll just put it that way. In any case, thank you very much, Raven, for what you do for the site. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that. You know, we all know that you're the one that built the site, basically the forums, with your own two hands. And I'll never forget it, and I'll never stop appreciating it. So there's that. Okay, next I have a list of people I would like to publicly thank, and after Raven, I'd like to thank Trixie. She calls herself Trixie One. She's our Canadian moderator. Feeding my dog his little cookies. Trixie is one of, like I said in the post earlier today, she's one of the unsung heroes of the site. Heroines, actually. I always forget about that word. Any case, Trixie she's basically one of the main reasons that people at prisonplanet.com know that waronyou.com exists. She's not the only reason, but she's one of the main reasons, you know. And I'd like to publicly thank you, Trixie, for that. I really, you know, I personally know a lot of the stuff you've done, and I don't know probably a lot of the stuff you've done, to tell the truth. You've been busy on and off over the years, just like me with this stuff, and I would like to, you know, the people who don't usually get the praise deserve it, you know, and so I'd like to say thank you to Trixie. Next is Pat Anderson. Hey, buddy. You know, here's a guy who's been at the site. I think he came over from the Infowars TV.com scandal. That was ridiculous. But here's talk about a steadfast poster. You know, I don't want to get too into it, but I literally cannot remember one issue I've ever had with any of his posts, as far as, you know, having a conflict of interest, as far as logic or fact is concerned. So I'd like to thank Pat Anderson for what he does for the site and what he's been doing for the site for, you know, a long time, even before he was a moderator. After him, I'd like to thank Rainchild. He's another one that came over from the Infowars TV.com scandal, and this is a guy you should listen to. That's all I got to say about Rainchild. You know, all his goofy shit, posting Jap animation and all that stuff aside, you know, he gets goofy like I do. I get goofy sometimes too, but he's got a real head on his shoulders, and he's one of the most serious researchers I've ever come across on the internet. And I hope you appreciate what that means, you know, and the caliber of that statement, Rainchild. And thank you very much for all the stuff you've done for our site, and you have done a lot. After that, I'd like to thank Mr. Rocky Dennis. How you doing, buddy? Thanks so much for inspiring me to do this stuff. You're the last night, the video that I saw that you posted. I hadn't seen it before last night, the William Cooper thing. That's really what inspired me to want to do this. You know, I mean, I've wanted to do it for a long time, but and I've had the camera for a year and a half, and that's why I bought the camera, was to, well, I really bought it for both waronyou.com and my site, wizardroswell.com, which will be back up shortly. But basically, another really consistent poster, hilarious as a motherfucker. I mean, he's called himself Caesar of Europa most of the time. I always thought that was a really cool moniker, by the way. Just, you're one of the people that just, you got me rolling literally, where I was tears coming out of my eyes, where I'd step back from the computer and you know, that was that. You know, so thank you for all the stuff you've done for the site. You know, and after him we have Hausler. What's up, buddy? He used to call himself Ian Curtis. You know, he's come out of the closet with his name. Oh, I forgot to say, Kevin is Caesar of Europa's name. I called him Rocky Dennis because that's what I call him in my own head. But that's a joke from a while ago. It's just, you know.